Peter Pan by James Matthew Berrie. Chapter 1. Peter Breaks Through. All children, except one, grow up. They soon know that they will grow up, and the way Wendy knew was this. One day when she was 2 years old, she was playing in a garden, and she plucked another flower and ran with it to her mother. I suppose she must have looked really delightful, for Mr. Darling put her hand to her heart and cried, "Oh, why can't you remain like this forever?" This was all that passed between them on the subject, but except for when they knew that she must grow up. You always know after you are 2. 2 is the beginning of the end. Of course, they live at number 14, and until Wendy came here, Mother was the chief one. She was a lovely lady, with a romantic mind and such a sweet move. Her romantic mind was like the tiny boxes, one wearing daughter that confronted puts line its. However many, you discover there is always one more, and her sweet mocking mouth had one kiss on it that Wendy could never get, though there it was, perfectly conspicuous, in the right-hand corner. The way Mr. Darling won her was this. The many gentlemen who had been boys when she was a girl discovered simultaneously that they loved her, and they all ran to her house to propose to her except Mr. Darling, who took a cab and even first, and so he got her. He got all of her except the innermost boss and the keys. He never knew about the boats, and in time he gave up trying for the keys. Wendy thought Napoleon could have got it, but I can picture him trying and then going off in a passion, slamming the door. Mr. Darling used to boast to Wendy that her mother not only loved him but respected him. He was one of those ones who know about stock and shares. Of course, no one really knows, but he quite seemed to know, and he often said the stocks were up and shares were down. You know what, I would have met any woman respect him. Mr. Darling was married and great, and at first he cut the booze perfectly, almost gleefully. As if it were a game, not so much as a Brussels sprout was missing, but by end. By all cauliflowers dropped out, and instead of them there were pictures of babies without faces. She drew them when she should have been totting up. They were Mr. Darling's guesses. Wendy came first, then John, then Michael. For a week or two after Wendy came, it was doubtful whether they would be able to keep her, as she was another mouth to feed. Mr. Darling was frightfully proud of her, but he was very honorable, and he sat on the edge of Mr. Darling's bed, holding her hand and calculating expenses, while she looked at him imploringly. She wanted to risk, come what might, but that was not his way. His way was a pencil and a piece of paper, and if she confused him with temptation, he had to begin at the beginning again. "No, don't interrupt," he would beg of her. "I have £1.70 here, and 2 and 6 at the office. I can cough off my coffee. At the office, say 10 shillings, making 2, 9, and 6, with your 18 and 3. Makes 3, 9, 7.